I already started. Like, oh,
Oh,
you're
okay,
such a
all right,
pussy.
all right, all right. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Promethean Tides. I am joined by Pinoid. What is going on, Pinoid?
Man, listen, I'm just hanging out, sitting here trying not to say the N word. What I mean, now that you got it in my head, like from the start.
It is tough. It is tough. I get
Like, yo, you can't just tell me not to do things. Like, I don't think you understand how that works.
it. And we are also joined by the
Don't introduce it.
uh
You're treating it like a
the
human.
it's
Why do you keep doing this?
okay. It's
It
a
It's
is.
gonna keep coming back
it's
for food.
you could consider it to be a person. We got Twink. What's going on, Twink?
I'm pretty good. Just had Canada Day.
Okay, excellent.
Look,
Um,
now you gave it attention. It's gonna keep talking. You keep giving it fucking attention.
I
Like, just for
know,
fuck's
I
sake.
know, I know. It's rough, but how? I mean, I can't just like have it hang out in the background, right? You got to introduce the it. Um,
No,
I
no.
well,
You just don't even
I
say a word. All right, you just let it sit there. You know what I mean? And like, yo,
Yeah,
it'll
sure.
say words, and then like you don't address it, right? You're not like, yo, listen. It's like a child. It's supposed to be like not seen or heard. Okay.
I I thought it was children are better seen, but not heard. Just not seen or heard. That's where we're going with the
Yeah,
it.
listen.
Okay.
It's a Canadian child. It's better not seen or heard. All right,
How do you
legit.
know you
Like
didn't lose the kid
every time
though?
they talk, like it's just listen. All right, it's like every time they talk, it's just putting and then ripping their Royals arms off. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
uh, okay. Well, I thought that maybe we could I would just have a couple memes. It is coming up on the 4th of July. This is MAGA month. I guess that I don't know if it was like kind of like a weird leap year, but Pride Month didn't go so well. It seems like it was cut short. It was cut very short, but I feel a lot of strength in MAGA month, so I'm very confident about that one. Of course, in the
I wanna say for all my deep
mhm,
internet people, I apologize for having to hear the words MAGA come out of
MAGA
General's mouth.
MAGA month, it's MAGA month, bro. Um,
Like, yo, bro,
Magmaka
have you?
month?
I have a question for you, General. Right?
okay, yep.
Like, yo, this is the real question.
Hmm.
All right, so like everybody in like my area, I live in Appalachia, right? They all hate the government with a passion, but they all shoot off fireworks and celebrate the 4th of July like it's a real thing. What? Why? Why are you celebrating a government that's trash?
Okay. The reason is because there was a small group of people that were like 10,000 times less people than we currently have that rebelled against the British government, and we all collectively put our middle fingers up in the air and we said, fuck you, Britain. And it's worth celebrating because it's anti central government. And I like things that are anti central government.
By the way, there were like 3 million people in the United States, so that would technically make it 100 times.
Okay, well,
But
okay, 100, whatever.
I could be wrong.
Whatever.
Something
Um,
about yeah. I think the days have been shorter just because you're getting older. That's why.
well,
When you're a
uh,
kid,
Who did?
remember when
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. General, were we talking about the days being shorter? I don't think we said anything about the days
I
being
don't
shorter.
remember
Pride
anything
getting
about that.
shorter? I think that Pride was shorter. He said.
Pride
I
month seemed to be very short. Yeah, I don't know what
Twink
happened to Pride
Yeah,
month.
it kind of was.
Yeah.
Twink has the IQ of like a dead squirrel, right? That's like on cocaine.
No, I think honestly, I think that's mean. I think that Twink has the IQ of a living squirrel. A squirrel that is alive. I will give that to Twink.
And
I got the
has Down
IQ.
syndrome and a nerve disorder, and it's inbred.
But
And on top of that, like it's
Okay,
on
if I was a squirrel, I'd be
cocaine.
Sandy
the
Cheeks.
the squirrel might be in a coma, but its heart is still beating technically. So
No,
that is
no,
no. That's the IQ I would give Twink. I
no,
disagree.
no.
This is unfair to Twink.
Yeah,
Um.
I don't care. Like
Okay.
you think I don't understand. Why would I listen?
I think the Great White North
Okay,
has a
like
higher IQ
why would
rate.
I care?
I
Your vagina, yo, seriously, bro. Like, see, I almost addressed it. Like, goddamn, stop making me do this.
That's not a pussy, bro. I do
It's a
want.
pussy.
It's a pussy. I do want to point out that coming up to the 4th of July, we do have, I guess, Trump as president took documents into his home, which he has the right to do so, as did Obama, as did Bush, as did Clinton, as did the presidents before then, all the way going back to, I think, like 1970, when this whole fucking classified document thing happened. And yet Joe Biden took documents into his garage with the Corvette when he was vice president, when he did not have the ability to do so. And we are going to charge Donald Trump under the Espionage Act for doing something that appears to be completely legal. And we are not going to go after Joe Biden for something that appears to be completely and utterly illegal, because I guess that is the point in America where we find ourselves in. Justice is no longer blind. It only looks at red
When
versus
was
blue.
justice blind, dude? Like, yo, listen, here's the real bitch. All right, is that like that OJ thing happened, right? And everybody was like, "Oh man, they're letting a black man off." Like, no, they're letting a guy with money off. Okay, like, yo, if you have money and you're like pro system, they're gonna let you go. Right? That's how this works. Number one. Number two, Joe Biden didn't just take him into like a garage with his Corvette. He let them at like Waffle Houses and like fucking IKEA stores.
Showing off to the neighbors. Hey, look at this
Yeah,
document.
Like he used, like we found one in like a back of an outhouse, right? As like fucking like, you know, like deferred reading and shit.
I feel
Like,
like this could be fake news, but
listen, Joe Biden, all right, 100% probably didn't, but like, he literally like left a whole bunch of these papers, like just like on the back of like telephone poles, on the back side of it. There was like a picture of a cat that he drew, right? That said, "If you find me, please call," right? Like real shit, and like, literally,
I
like, he
probably
handed in
wouldn't
some of
set
the
that past
documents,
him.
the records when his dogs went into the vets after they got done biting the shit out of everybody and
this
on
is
things.
this is obviously satire. Okay, but
Nah, dude.
but
Nah,
it's
dude.
it's not
I
too
wouldn't say-
far off from the truth. To be fair, so I
See,
just
my memes are way better than everybody else's because I'm creative.
Are we gonna
right?
get a
And
Snopes here?
Yo, by the way, shut the fuck up, you goddamn fucking Canadian squirrel. Right? Yo, bro, did you see the Washington Post YouTube shorts yet? General?
did it come out today? I might not have seen it.
Nah, bro, listen, like, yo, they have a whole channel for like literally like it's YouTube shorts and TikToks. They found some millennial who was willing to take all of the money, right? And like they're promoting like the goddamn Biden administration.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, they're trying to let fucking like they're explaining why Hunter Biden should be let off from like a millennial, like
Are
a
you
Zoomer
sure?
perspective.
Are you sure that would be the New York Post, not the New York Times? Because the New York Post is pretty basic.
No, it's the Washington Post. It's the
Oh, the
Washington
Washington
Post.
Post. Okay, got you.
Yeah, it's the WAPO. Like, bro, everybody go check this out. Thumbs it down and leave a terrible comment. All right. Like, yo, just be a bunch of bots for me. You know what I mean? Like, yo, just go get it done. Because like I told you so. We need to mog this channel. All right. Until it's ran off the fucking platform. We do not need the oligarchs to have their hands in our fucking pot. All right.
Everyone go watch those TikToks and give them a downvote. The extra views will definitely hurt them.
Listen, no. Listen, you're gonna have to watch them, all right, and that's fine. Just I need you to leave bad comments and thumbs downs, right, and just mog them, okay? Legitimately, mog the fuck out. Let's create some memes and do what we do. Listen, this is war, fellas, all right?
Let's do
and
it.
war is hell. There's no Canadian squirrels in a foxhole, all right? Legitimately, like that's a fucking real saying. I just made it up.
I support meme warfare. It's unfortunate that all of the meme warfare has to be on battlefields that are controlled by the opposition. I wish it weren't so.
This is guerrilla tactics, son. All right.
You are the guerrilla. You know about guerrilla tactics.
And listen, I haven't been a guerrilla for a while. I've been using like my regular. I like this avatar from Learn, which I like a lot more. Which right, you know, I don't know if you ever watched Squidbillies, but like you got to check out the Learn episode where like my man's is just like death to America, then blowing shit up with spaceships. It's amazing.
Okay, but
like he hit Early's house, and he's like, so his house came out of nowhere and it hit me, right? You know what I mean? And then like he walked into the store and like he fucking said "Death to America," right? And said, "Do you want to go this way?" Right? And he went that way. And then like he demanded a prorated, like after he took a sip of the soda, he's like, "I want a prorated refund. I am fully hydrated." Like I fully support Lerm. All right, Lerm for president.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Do you want to go that way?
That is esoteric AF. I didn't understand what you said, but I bet that's very important for the Squidbillies lore. I have a couple memes that are lined up. Not that many. Relatively small list of memes, but I think they might not be the worst. So here's we have the meme in front of us. There it is. But here's the next meme. This would be funny, except there's no punchline. There's no.
It's so literal.
It's so literal. Okay, I apologize for this meme. I had to include it. It's not. Not going to say it's high caliber. Next one.
That's no. That is a high caliber. That was made in the 80s.
Did you
Look at
enjoy
the fucking
that
attire.
one? That's I think that's it might be Far Side. I think
It is.
Yeah,
it is Far
Side.
Side.
Yeah.
It's like 11/12/1987.
Yeah,
That's up there with the chicken
Right,
crossing the road. That's
Shut the fuck up.
tier.
God, you just such low energy. You're like Jeb.
Boy,
We have
What's the next one?
yesterday a creep told me he loved my long hair, so today I cut it. But then I love your neck. Ah!
Woman moment.
Oh no. You
Mog it.
You can't
Yo,
escape it.
Mog it. God damn it. I love it so much. Look at, I love your face. I love your wrists. They're great.
If you're
Like
if you're an attractive woman, there is nothing that you can do to escape the internet, and you just it's something that you have to live with. You know, it's a life reality.
Listen, man, you get all the things, all right? You're free to do everything that you want to do and buy all the stuff you want to buy and never get in trouble for anything you do. Just, accept the fact that you're going to get hit on sometimes.
Yeah, that's the man, that's the thing. Like,
just start looking ugly.
I would be fine. I mean, I guess I don't know exactly what it's like, but if I got to do all the things that beautiful women could do, and the only drawback is that I got hit on by creepy dudes sometimes, that seems like a pretty swell life. I might make that trade. That seems pretty good. I mean, I guess as an attractive woman, if you want to like marry like a rich dude and like be taken care of, you do have to suck dick. I don't want to suck dick, so like I get that that's a downside, but otherwise it seems pretty chill.
I mean, if she doesn't want any attention, she just not wear makeup and not leave the house. Just look ugly.
Sometimes, all right, like as a dude, you're gonna have to like have sex when you don't want. No, all right, listen. Some of us have to have sex when we don't want to. Okay, some of us are forced to like even eat vaginas we don't want to eat from time to time.
It's not a choice.
That's part of life. Okay, like it is what it is. It's the listen, bro. It's the downside of being attractive. All right, it's just part of life. You have to deal with these things. But the great thing is like you're literally, you have a better life than everybody else.
Being attractive is objectively, it's a better move than being unattractive. Like it's always better.
Listen, like I literally went to court and had a judge say I look cute, and then all the charges got dropped.
I think this person might be one of these trans uglies or something. Her identity is to be ugly, so we should accept her in her transition to try to be more ugly. You know? Like you're devaluing her experience.
She's attractive, but she believes that she's ugly. Yeah, that's okay.
But she wants to live her life as ugly.
Listen, you know what it's like, bro? It's like being Beethoven and going like, why don't you respect my cooking? Because you can't play the piano very good. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so all right. Next meme we have Jake Paul challenges Anne Frank to a boxing match. I don't know. I saw this on 4chan. I have it here. This is this is poll. We do poll review. Here it is. This is news.
Yes.
Looks like he's got a Jack House of Cards in where his mouth is.
I'm not saying that this is reliable news, but it is news. So I guess this will. I would love to see this boxing match. I think it would be amazing.
I mean, the real funny thing would be like, yo, if you bet on Anne Frank and he took a dive, like, yo, that would be amazing.
Oh, you know what? But wouldn't he kind of have to? Because like, he couldn't be known as the dude who like murdered Anne Frank in the boxing ring.
Can,
Right? Like,
can I make a terrible joke?
Okay.
Yeah, like, you know, she is a time traveler, so she has special powers because her diary was written with a ballpoint pen before it was invented.
Oh, true.
Oh boy.
She gets,
Oh,
so she gets another life.
All right. How about next meme? Okay. Well, this isn't that much better. Cell phones removed from Auschwitz victims before they were killed. Look at all those cell phones. That is terrible. Wait
a minute. You're gonna tell me, all right, that they had both, you know what I mean, like touch screens and fucking Nokias? I don't believe it, bro. Like, legit, this is bullshit. Fucking, yo, that shit never happened.
You're
okay?
right. They had to have one or the other.
Yeah, like, yo, they weren't out at the same time. This is
Maybe they were just hipsters.
obvious propaganda.
There's something about this doesn't add up.
Listen, it's propaganda, son. All right. And legitimately, like, the Germans would have ripped all the batteries out of those phones and been really efficient about it. And it's rather obvious that there was, you know what I mean, like the doors where they were like at weren't locked. So people would have stolen all that shit.
Yeah, something about this doesn't add up. We here at the Promethean Tides, we're gonna have to look into this. Which generation of cell phone did the victims of the Holocaust have? My guess is Nokia, but I'm no historian. Next meme. Reject modernity, embrace tradition. Designated shitting streets are.
Wait. That is a new toilet, bro, because it doesn't have a handle. It has like the push button on top, like, because you see there's no handle.
You're right. I mean, maybe the handle's on the right side of it, but it does look like a push button. Yeah.
Yeah, like, yo, legitimately, all right, so I have a question. Have you seen the toilets where they have like the one thing for pees and two for poops?
I actually have that toilet in my apartment.
Have you ever seen those?
Have you
seen those Dutch toilets where they'll put the hole right in the front, and I think they called it a bag smack or something. A bag smack is basically where your balls touch your poop because they have to. The hole is literally smaller, and they put it in the front, so your poop just sticks in the back. It's the stupidest invention yet. Find them. Look up Dutch toilets.
He did not touch my heart. All right, I'll be honest. You did not touch my heart.
I didn't vibe with that one, but I do have one that I think that a lot of people can vibe with. Every time that I sit down on a toilet, I sit down and I'm going to take a shit. My dick touches like the rim of the seat, and I don't. And it always. I don't know if it's like it's because I have a big dick, or maybe this isn't a problem that other dudes have. But every single time my dick touches the rim of the toilet, it's disgusting. I have to hold my dick away from the rim of the toilet while I take a shit. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, imagine your poop touching your ass. That's basically what it is.
Well, your poop always touches your ass when you take a shit. What the
yeah,
fuck
but it's going back.
It
basically touches back into your ass, and it also touches your balls.
How the fuck does the poop touch back into your?
Look it up. Dutch
Why
toilets.
are you asking a squirrel a question? And second, general,
dude, just Google Dutch toilets. Google Dutch toilets.
Toilet.
I'm not being schizo.
Dude,
move backwards on the toilet.
I move all the way back to the point that my butthole is basically touching the back of the seat. My dick still touches the front of the lid.
Yeah, how fat
monkey or something?
I thought that every man had this issue. Like, I genuinely thought this was every man.
Listen, all right. Like, there are moments, right? Okay, listen. So if you take a shit while you're hard, like, that's gonna happen. Dick is gonna motherfucking touch you. Like, it's gonna because it's pointing straight out. But if your dick's touching the rim, like, you're too wide for the toilet seat front to back, and you're too long, whatever it is. Like, your body, your butt, like, should be like, there's a hole big enough that like your butt and like your balls and your dick should basically dangle down into the toilet.
Dude, okay, there's basically basically every toilet that I've ever taken a shit on, if I don't like hold my dick, it presses against the toilet bowl. If I don't
I'm
like
just writing
hold it
all this
against my
down.
body, it's so obnoxious. Like, why do people design toilets this way? They shouldn't design. I feel like toilets are made for women and not for men, because
They are.
they are. Yeah, I know. It's obnoxious. Like, why is it that I have to hold my dick close to my body to shit? Makes no sense. It's obnoxious.
I don't understand. Like, wait, okay. So wait, is it like pointing outward or is it like dangling down and touching the bowl?
No, it's like it's like 40, like my dick hangs like 45 degrees basically, and then it just ends up like it like kind of like grazes the toilet bowl like almost no matter what. Like it's the worst thing. Okay.
I mean, like, yo, so like, here's my thing. Like, when the toilet bowl's too cold, right? It all like shrivels up, and then like it points forward, and end up like peeing on the back of your pants, which it's awful, right? You know what I mean? So like, either you have two choices: you pee, right? You hold your dick down and you pee, right? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, you just take a shit and then you piss afterwards, or you piss beforehand standing up and you shit afterwards. But like, yo, with your problem, like I feel like the issue is that like, yo, you're too fat for the fucking toilet. You need to get a bigger toilet.
Dude, I weigh 160 pounds. I weigh 160 pounds. Okay, I'm not
From your waist down.
no like my whole body. Although you know what, I've also, this is also an issue that I faced. I sit down, I take a shit. Every time that you take a shit, you piss, obviously, and then like sometimes my the piss, it goes through the seat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier.
And it trickles down the outside of the toilet onto the ground. And I don't realize it's doing that for like 10 seconds, and then there's just a pool of piss on the ground. And I'm like,
no,
fuck.
yo, the real problem is like it gets on your pants, and then you gotta like go back to work, right? Or like, you know, then like you're fucked. You know, like you got pee on your pants.
Yeah,
it's awful. Yeah,
it's dude.
Awful.
Being a man is brutal. We have it way harder than women, just because of that.
I agree.
They should design to have you know, the urinals in every household and apartment, because
I have decided that my household is going to be anti fucking toilet paper, right? Because I'm tired of buying fucking 65 rolls of toilet paper and not using any, and my baby's mom using all of them.
You get those toilets,
dude. Okay, I swear to God, right? I grew up like not very wealthy, relatively poor, right? Toilet paper had to be conserved, so I learned how to wipe my ass with like as few sheets as possible, right? Like I take like if it's double ply, I'll take like 2 sheets. If it's single ply, I'll take 3 sheets. Like apply it to my asshole and then do like one after the other until my asshole is clean. Like very conservative use of toilet paper. I swear to God, I use like half the amount of toilet paper when I shit than when my girlfriend does when she takes a piss. It's insane how much toilet paper my girlfriend uses. Like just to take a piss.
Let me say this.
She just fucking rolls it up like a fuck, like just like 10 just loops around, just roll around her hand, roll, and then she has like a massive wad, and then all she did was take a piss. She just applies it, boink, like a little tiny sponge, boink, and then drops it in. What the fuck?
Yeah, look, let me say this, right? You know, I can make a roll of toilet paper last like 3 months, right? Like if it's just me. Because like literally, like you only use it when you take a shit, number one. And then number two, half the time when you take a shit, it's before you get in the shower. Right. So like ain't even no point in fucking wiping. Just like wipe your ass in the motherfucking shower and shit. It's not really like that big of a fucking deal.
I agree.
Right. Yeah. And like, yo, but my baby's mom's, when she's here, I swear to God, we go through like a fucking 18 pack of toilet paper in like 4 days. I don't understand.
Dude,
even my fucking daughters, like when my daughters were living here, like literally, like I had 2 daughters, both of them potty trained, both went to the motherfucking bathroom on a regular basis. And like literally, still, we did not use this much fucking toilet paper.
Dude, women use so much toilet paper, and you know what? I think that daughters are probably just more expensive than to have than boys, just because the toilet paper situation. Like they use.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like your daughters as a whole are more expensive than boys, but that's only because like, you know, every time you go to the store, you're like, oh my god, that dress is so cute. I'm gonna get it for her, right? Or you look at the bow, right? You know, I mean, or she'll like cry at the fucking store. She'll be like, "Dang, I want this ice cream," and we're like, "All right, I'm gonna get you this whole machine, right? I'm gonna buy you everything in this, and then grab the refrigerator, and we're gonna pay for that, and then we're gonna take it the fuck back to the crib and have an ice cream refrigerator at the house now, baby, because I love you and you're my baby, and I want you to know I love you, right? And I don't want you to be on the pole when you get older, right? You know,
you got to get her that bow, man, or else. All right, next object. We have haha, can you guys look away while I potty? So you want some privacy, huh? Yes, please. Actually kills self like a boss. What a great meme. Epstein killed himself, I guess.
I feel like that's not how this happened.
No. Look, I listen to the deep state. Okay, because I'm Pinoid. You're a crazy conspiracy theorist. I listen to the deep state. I know what the truth is. This is the truth.
I am nowhere near a conspiracy theorist.
No, this is.
I had somebody the other day call me a conspiracy theorist, and I was like, "You ain't been around, have you?" Like, yo, because like I am fucking. If I'm a conspiracy theorist, these motherfuckers around here are crazy. Like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about?
The Pinoid, the official story from the state was that Epstein killed himself. If you disagree, you must be a conspiracy theorist. You come on, you have to agree with that.
No.
All right, never mind. Whatever. Next
like,
meme, I guess.
See, I know.
Next.
Isn't there like this? Remember that thing? This thing back in the day. You remember when we were kids? They had this thing. It was called the truth, right? It was this crazy concept.
I don't believe that.
Touche, my nigga. Touche.
Okay, all right. So here we have just the anatomy of a good boy. You got the pet zone, the rub zone, the floofy booty, the Swiffer, the tippy taps, the toe beans, the huggy sticks, the lookers, the borker, the sound flaps. There's a particular label there that obviously I shouldn't say. That's near the mouth, and that's a dog. Oh, look how cute that is.
Aww.
Okay.
Nice little dog meme there.
Nigger baller.
I was avoiding that. I was avoiding that.
I'm not avoiding it. I don't care.
No,
Stop being a bitch.
I was stepping around it like a polite citizen.
Stop being polite.
Okay, next thing. Dear Mr. Jones, we thank you for your interest in our work. This is from NASA. Unfortunately, though, we have no interest in your attached sketch entitled A Breakthrough in Awesome Space Rockets, Now Give Me Some Money, which is just Coke and Mentos. We've long been aware of the science behind the reaction that occurs between Coke and Mentos, so believe us when we say that there's no practical use for us in our work, even if we did use a shitload of Coke, as you so eloquently put it. Regarding your application, if it can be called that, to become a spaceman, we regret to inform you that we're not looking for anyone at this present time. Besides, it takes years of hard training to become an astronaut, and it is not, as you suggest, something so simple a chimp has done it. To learn more, we suggest you read up on your so-called idol Buzz Aldrin, who we assume you were referring to when writing Buzz Lightyear. Due to the security concern by their attachment, we weren't able to return the mints you glued to your original letter. Sincerely, NASA.
Even Malkovich.
That's a good one.
They really are gatekeeping our finest people, aren't they? I swear. This is why we haven't, this is why we haven't launched any rockets in the past 10 years.
What the fuck? What the Jesus Christ? I mean, how many How many?
You get to
fucking-
say dumb shit, and I don't.
You just said we haven't launched any rockets in 10 years. How many satellites do you think that we put up in the last 10 years? Like 1,000. What do you mean we haven't launched a rocket? God damn it, Twink.
Let me know when you find a new planet.
It's like every time that you open your mouth, it's just it. Twink, I love you. I swear, I love you, but I don't.
Hey, well, you have to say I'm right, or you're homophobic. So that's it.
I'm homophobic.
Look, they say believe all women. Exactly, it's the same thing.
Okay, all right. Next thing, here we have millennial couples, and then Gen Z couples.
The eat hot chip.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand it. Okay, so Shrek is the girl, and then I don't know who's
They're
that?
obviously
They're not
gay.
wrong. They're not wrong, right? In the end of the day, they are not wrong.
Okay, so I was looking at this meme. Okay, and I was thinking about what this means, and I don't know if I came to the best conclusion, but
It's Goblina.
okay, with the millennial couples, the boy is a girl, and the girl is a boy, right? And so like at least they're binary, but they're trans-binary, but they're trans-binary. And then with Gen Z couples, they're actually they're trans non-binary. So like both are trans, but the Gen Z has become non-binary, so none of it even makes any sense. They've completely
No, those are the
Like,
eat hot chip girls. and
That's
then
not even the way I
evil-
read it. The way I read
Okay.
it was it's like a skinny white dude with a fat, like single mom, right? You know what I mean? And then with the Gen Z couples, it's the fat, like neck beard with, like the homosexual motherfucking squid, right? You know what I mean? That's how I read it.
Oh, okay. I can see how you read that as well. Yeah, it's an esoteric meme. I'm not gonna actually try to understand it, but
Yeah, I think it went over your head.
well,
I think you're.
oh,
I think
okay,
you're a boomer.
Okay, Twink, do you understand this really well?
No.
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay,
No, see, those are.
Explain it for the group, Twink.
Okay, so that's supposed to be the Zoomer perm. It's supposed to be the haircut of every Zoomer male, and that's the hot chip girl. It's basically the loud eat hot chip, be bisexual and lie.
Twink's not
Into
wrong.
yeah.
But what? Okay,
See, I understand this. I'm a Zoomer. I get
Okay,
it.
I'm a millennial. Can you explain then the millennial image?
It's well, I'm not a millennial. They're either gay or that's like Goblina, where it's the destroyer, the single mom.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
single
that
mom
single-
with
that single mom with like the simp white
Yeah,
dude
the
who
soy
like
boy.
really likes
Yeah.
nerdy shit. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think I tend to be pretty good at understanding 4chan memes, but you might have won this round. Maybe this one might have gone over my head. I accept that.
See,
Okay.
I was way closer than you were, Jen.
You
know what I mean?
you
Yeah,
probably
you were.
Yeah, I think actually, to be honest, Twink, as degenerate as they are, might have been the closest. Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
It's one to no one.
See, look here, we don't really know Zoomers all like that. You know what I mean? Like fucking, we don't really pay attention to their culture because okay, so mine and your culture when like we were coming up was on the radio and TV. So like our culture was like well established. Like we knew what it was. With them, you literally have to be one of them to know what the fuck they're doing because like it's all like Zoomer TikTok shit. Like for instance, when's the last time like you watched like a Zoomer creator, right? And like stayed up on their trends?
I think never because they're not entertaining.
Me either.
Yeah.
Me either. I'd like go for how about this one? Here's one today. I was watching a video and like somebody was they were talking about everybody knows this fucking Drake song and or J. Cole song and they put it on and I had no idea what the song was. I was lost. I had no clue.
Yeah, I don't listen to Drake.
So I think that what we're the point that we're getting to is that we have to in order to stay more up to date on the bullshit culture, we all have to get TikTok and
I'm
learn
not
from
doing
it.
that. I'm
No,
not doing that.
But what
I
if
don't.
we have
No.
to?
No,
You don't
I'm just
have
your I'm just your undercover TikToker. I'm your
Okay, like yo, for
your
instance,
token
general,
zoomer.
right? So, okay, here's the thing. General, our culture, right, is like our social shit, like the things that we know, are closer to baby boomer shit, and even the silent generation than Zoomers.
So, in
I'll
order,
give you a good for instance.
okay,
All right.
okay,
I will list you like fucking 4 bands, right? Leonard Skinner,
yep,
Alabama,
nope.
Bob Seger, George Thorogood. You
I
know all of these, right? I bet you Twink could name off 4 artists that are Zoomers, that are like Zoomer artists, and we would have absolutely no fucking idea who they are.
I think that at least for like this show, I think that it needs a Zoomer correspondent to translate the memes. I think that that's what like at least my show needs. And you know what, Pinoid? Honestly, your show might need that too. You need a Zoomer correspondent.
No,
Literally
Brad.
me.
Like, okay, like, listen, I'm already translating. All right, like, I'm translating millennial shit right to like Boomer and like Gen X audiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's why I do kind of well, right, compared to like a lot of other people. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of guys who started when I did. And they got like 500 subs right now. I got like, I'm like fucking 3 or 4,000, right? So like, I'm already doing what I do, right? I do like my shit, and like I can translate from one to the next. I'm not fucking translating for Zoomers. Zoomers can catch the fuck up or get fucking lost. They're literally an entire like their culture is so far away from theirs. It might as well be like fucking like goddamn like New Zealand, like Borinese or like New Zealander fucking Mollies and shit. They're fully different people than us.
I get it. I totally get it, man. But you know what? If translation is the game, then we need to have a Zoomer correspondent. That's the move. Okay, but next meme. When is your birthday? March 1st. When is your birthday? this
This is literally what men do. They forget things the minute you tell them.
No, this is a dad joke. This is like a high tier dad joke. If let me give you an example. Twink, can I be straight with you?
Oh, okay.
I like tits.
Just fuck off. It's so bad. Oh god. No, I get it. It's great. It's great.
This is the ultimate. Like, I wish I was dating a chick whose birthday was March 1st. I would do this every single year.
I bet you would.
Oh,
I bet you would.
I would.
Now I get it.
I would march around the room once a year, going, "Your birthday is March 1st." All right. Next.
I get it now.
Next thing. From George Lincoln Rockwell. It is not the evil itself which is horrifying about our times. It is the way we not only tolerate evil, but have made a cult of positively worshipping weakness, depravity, rottenness, and evil itself. Well, that has nothing to do with our times, right? Like that doesn't seem similar at all.
I mean, like, yo, look, man. All right. In what they say, fucking like, yo, Jesus was a con. They say Jesus was a con man. You know what I mean? So like, if you're in a world full of goddamn marauders, you might as well be a bandit, son. There's no point in trying. You know what I mean? At this point, like, it's been on a downward slide. Like, yo, I went to a MGTOW video today, right? One of the black manosphere, right? And because like they welcome me over there because I'm not quite white.
And you kind
And
of sound black.
yeah, not wrong. You're not wrong. So like I went over there and I said we need to return to the land, right? And like there's just a giant argument in the comments underneath of my shit. Like, and guys are going like, you're not wrong about what you're saying, right? Legitimately, like we need to return to the land. Like if you want to have like a functioning society, you have to have a like societal things that function, right? You have to have a reason for it. It's that evolution thing, right? Where like you will only have the evolution of things that you need. And right now, what do you need a family and a wife and like solid relationships for? Like, what is the purpose of it? It makes no fucking sense when, what I mean? Like, the best thing you can be is an atomized bandit.
I mean, that is. I mean, there is some truth to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wish that there was enough space to actually behave more like a good guy. It seems as though you're kind of forced due to modernity. You're kind of forced into being a bad guy just in order to survive. It's kind of brutal. I kind of hate it.
Yeah, listen, bro. Like, we worship money. What do you want? Like the greatest trait. And like I talk to guys who are good men, right? It's great men, fucking awesome people. You know what I mean? Like guys who you would probably trust your kids with. You know what I'm saying? And like good guys. And they still stand here and go, well, like, if people can't survive in capitalism, maybe they shouldn't survive.
This is me when I look at OnlyFans.
Shut
and
up.
I think, wow, here
Right.
I am being a cashier.
Again, I mean, like if you can't survive in this capitalist system, then like you don't deserve to survive.
And yet,
instead of thinking like, what about you being a human being?
Yeah, and yet man did not evolve to survive in a capitalist structure. Man actually evolved to survive in a more hunter-gatherer structure with a very small tribe. We didn't evolve for this shit. We have to live in it.
Yes.
I mean, do you think people, like human beings, evolved to live in cubicles and basically prisons in a city full of rats and all that garbage?
If you give us 30,000 years, we will evolve to live in cubicles, but we haven't had enough time. Like this is poison to us, I think.
You know what? That could be a theory, but that politicians will leave that as a threat. They'll be like, don't think we won't make you do that. We will.
They already have.
Yeah, they already have, dude. Like, you have to pay taxes. You want to survive. Like, even if you want to like rent a place, like you can't own land without paying taxes. You can't live without paying taxes. It's impossible. Like, even if you're renting, you're still paying taxes. How are you going to rent? You have to earn money.
Dude, that is actually like one of the most absurd things to me. Like, okay, let's say that you do acquire land and you're totally self-sufficient. You have chickens, cows, you have a vegetable farm, entirely self-sufficient. You're not trying to deal with anyone. You're just trying to make enough food to provide for yourself. Somehow, you must sell enough of your goods to someone else to gain enough dollars to give to the government. That's how the system works. You are not allowed to be self-sufficient. It's not.
You're allowed. No. Here's like, you're not allowed to check out of the system.
You can. You're not allowed. Or else the government.
Yes.
Damn, and I thought mortgages were a bitch.
Yeah, no.
Mortgages, like literally, like here's the thing. Everybody think the bank's the bad guy. The bank's not the bad guy. It's not. Like, it's literally the government that's the bad guy. It's always been the government that's the bad guy. Like, that's why, like the government literally teaches you that religion's bad. Like, religion started all these wars, and I'm like, you sure about that? Because I'm 99% sure that it was the government that like conducted all this fucking warfare, because they're in a church on the planet that makes swords.
What happens in a power vacuum? A warlord sets up a gang. What happens when a warlord sets up a gang for enough time? He becomes the government. The government is just the largest gang with the biggest warlord. That's all a government is.
Yes.
But that, I'm sorry, I apologize, YouTube. That's extremely naughty talk. We'll move on. When 9/11 gets a day of mourning while gays get a whole month because homosexuality is a bigger tragedy.
It really is.
Ooh. The poor rainbow Americans.
Imagine crying if you ate pussy. Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Like, not like the way where like girls cry with like, oh my god, it was so good. Like, and where like I want to kill myself.
If,
Imagine, yeah.
so-
Yo, listen, there's a reason why they call it lesbian bed death. All right.
Ooh. No, I mean, actually, you know, the there used to be a time where we, America, we oppressed gays and we didn't allow them to marry. And
You said this before.
it was really horrible when we were oppressing the gays and we weren't allowing them to marry. Instead, we were forcing them to reproduce and make copies of themselves. I'm so thankful that we've entered a new stage of society.
Yo,
I'm gonna
listen,
force
bro,
you
I
to.
don't-
I'm gonna
yo,
force
let me-
you to suck some
shut up,
dick. That's what
shut
I'm
up,
gonna do.
right? Here's the real bitch, okay? Nobody said that you couldn't be gay, right? They just said you couldn't get married. And let's be honest here, okay? Marriage is the worst fucking goddamn institution in the history of fucking mankind.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
So then why do it? No one should get married then at that point.
Yo, marriage is like the dumbest, like what? Okay. How about this, General, right? If marriage didn't exist, would you create it?
Yes.
Marriage.
Like, would you look at your girl and go, baby, what we got? It's so hot. We need to get the government paperwork involved in this shit.
Not marriage, but monogamy. Like, I think monogamy is a good thing.
Well, I mean, because gays can be monogamous all you want to. That's a contract between you and that person, or you and God and that person, right? But like marriage is a contract between you, the government, and that person.
Well, I mean, ideally, actually, marriage is monogamy plus church, and it has nothing to do with the government.
It has, and literally, like marriage. The only reason why gays wanted to get married was for the legal rights.
Well, okay, so this is my position. Actually, I oppose government marriage, period. I don't support gay marriage. I don't support straight marriage under the government. I think that all of that should be civil unions. I think that marriage should be religious, and I think that monogamy is just the natural state of man, regardless of churches or governments.
I think polygamy is the natural state of man, right? As a whole, like fucking, like you can, like,
Okay,
you should,
man,
like,
whore.
as a dude, like your natural tendency is to like fuck
It
as many
is.
broads as possible.
No,
Right.
you're right. I think that polygamy is the natural state of man in an anarchy. I think that monogamy is the natural state of man when you have like a complex civilization. Like, I'll say that.
I mean, like we've had complex civilizations that had polygamy, right? Like again, like literally, like every dude eventually, like, so listen, you know how you like have
Yeah.
hoarders who like hoard
You're
dogs,
not going to
or,
tell
like,
me
you know,
that the fucking Muslim nations actually have complex civilization. I'm going to leave it at
I
that.
mean,
We're moving on to
we
the next
came
meme. We're
from
moving on to the
Muslim
next meme.
civilization.
See, I don't know. I wouldn't really feel comfortable just seeing someone and then just praying that they don't leave me.
So
'Cause
here
it's
we
like,
have
they could just leave me at any point.
here we have never trust anyone. Turn the picture upside down.
You do that. I don't have my screen.
But also
I'm on my keyboard.
never trust anyone. So there you have it. There's that.
Yeah,
meme.
this guy's full of shit. I don't fucking trust him.
Turn it upside down,
Nah, no,
trying
dude,
to
that's a
turn it upside
psyop.
down,
I'm
but
not
I'm
doing
not.
that.
but also never
What
trust
is it?
anyone.
What is it?
Just never trust anyone, but also turn the picture upside down. That's all.
Dad.
That's the whole meme.
Okay.
All right. Next meme. I want to name my puppy Insane, so when people ask, "Are you fucking insane?" I can say, "No, I'm fucking my sister." This stupid.
Stupid.
fuck.
It's so dumb.
It's so stupid. I know.
It's so dumb.
It's
Is it?
look, to the audience, I had to acquire some of these memes on short term notice, and not all of them are the best quality, but I hope some of them are humorous.
It's not as good as the punchline. Honestly, that was top tier.
The punchline that was the
This
best.
will never meet. This will never meet expectation.
Very good. Very good.
This will not last the test of time.
Okay.
I will not be talking about this in 2050.
No, we probably, you're right. This is not a meme that's going to survive for the next 30 years, probably. All right, next.
Next
we got.
30
It doesn't have the
years.
patent. It doesn't have the general patent approved.
We have two more memes. I forget what the next two memes are, so I hope they're decent. If you were to accurately draw this football player, you would be sent to prison in the UK.
Oh, literally.
You're not wrong. Yo, he looks like a Tom and Jerry character.
Who makes these people?
God.
God. Yeah, you're not wrong. God.
Yeah.
God makes these people.
What God, dude? No, I don't believe
Your
this.
God. Your God. Like, yo, look, listen, like he's playing soccer, so he's one of yours, Twink.
Can I ask for a refund?
No.
Can I have a word with God?
I think that this is kind of like it's like a Muhammad but for the West. You dare not draw him.
It really is.
Well, there's that, and
proof of evolution. I'm just saying that's proof of evolution right there, bro. That's proof of evolution.
That died.
We've been looking for the missing link. He's been playing soccer the whole time.
That is highly offensive, and I denounce that. And we are on to our final meme of the evening. The Life of Stephen Hawking, available on Netflix, coming soon. I be fixin' to understand that space and time shit y'all be watching. I cannot watch. I cannot wait to watch the Netflix adaptation of Stephen Hawking's life. This will be really good.
Oh man, listen. So like, all right, Brett. Like, yo, do you watch any of those like movie reviews, general, or like the like the Critical Drinker or like Mauler or any of that shit, general?
I watch Ryan George. He does some of the movie reviews.
I like Ryan George. You should watch the Critical Drinker. I'll be honest with you. Like for like the past shut up, Twink. I'm talking right. So like for like the past month, he's been talking about Indiana Jones and like the whatever the fuck it is now. I have no idea what the new one's called.
I think it's the Kingdom of the Crystal Bong, I think is the next one.
No, it's like Indiana Jones and the Legend of Zelda or some shit, right?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. So like they've been talking about that here recently, and so like, yo, you should watch some of the things that's going on. Apparently in a new Indiana Jones movie, like they added in a strong female lead to like be the next Indiana Jones. Right, a strong
good.
female person of color.
We should we should hand it to, like, no one wanted a male Indiana Jones. We all want a black female Indiana Jones.
They single-handedly may have bankrupted Lucasfilms with this movie, right? I swear to God, check this out. They spent, not fucking around, $400 million to make this movie, right? Opening weekend at the box office, $40 million.
Oh no, that's not very good.
Yo, literally, like, they went full Ghostbusters 2016, right? Where literally, like,
oh no, that's pretty bad.
Indiana Jones, right, is now a feeble, angry, bitter old man, right? You know what I mean? So they copied Star Wars with Luke Skywalker, right? And then like they have this strong female lead, right, who fucking is over here just oogling like men, right? You know what I mean? She's like watching going by like, I'd fuck that. Right? And then like, you know what I mean? Like they have to fight these people and they all go and die. right? And like it's just and then they added in time travel, right? So like they're going back in time to kill Hitler, and it turns out it just goes back to the time of like Archimedes or some shit.
So this is
Oh,
like
God.
Back to the Future, I guess. This is the result.
Yes, it's back to the Legend of Zelda or whatever,
Well,
right?
I mean, look, we have I mean, at this point, we should take all of the beloved characters. We should just make them black. We did Ariel, from My Little Mermaid, made her black. Cleopatra from Netflix, who is ostensibly a Greek chick. I don't
Wait,
think that the Greeks are that black, but Cleopatra is now black. Very important to know.
Yeah.
Just we need to make everyone black. If we can just make everyone black, then certainly we can make money somehow. Surely, it's
No.
not go broke. Certainly not.
Yo, listen, all right. Like, yo, I'll be real. This might bankrupt Lucasfilms, right? Because like in order to make back the money that they put into this movie, like with just the motherfucking the production and advertising, right? Because they spent like 350 mil on like making the movie and then like another 125 mil for like the advertising, right?
I'm just
And
waiting.
they're not going to make this, right? They're not going to make this back. It may end up bankrupting Lucasfilm because they destroyed Star Wars, right? They've destroyed motherfucking Indiana Jones. They really don't have any other real properties that like they own that are worth a shit. I think there was one other one and they murdered that a while ago, right? So like they like they don't know what they're doing. They're lost and they're retarded. You know what I mean? This is fucking great. You know what I mean? It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Well, no, I mean, hold on there, Penoid, because
What?
I mean, like
What?
obviously these are institutions. You know, you're talking about LucasArts. You have Star Wars and Indiana Jones tied up in that. I mean, surely, a massive corporation that's run by just a board. I'm sure that they wouldn't drive that into the ground due to a complete lack of creativity because they wanted to just support DIE numbers, right? I'm sure that would never happen. Like that's not possible, right? That'd be absurd. That's crazy.
I mean, like it would be absurd, but like it's happening, right?
Ugh.
So like I don't know exactly, like what they're attempting to do, right? Like what they said was that basically like this movie was made just for Kathleen Kennedy. Like it's made for white bitches who like pit bulls. And I don't know if you know this, that's a very niche market. You know what I mean? Like and these broads are not going to go watch this movie.
Well, look, I mean, the opinion of the Promethean Tides is that you don't actually need to have creativity. Creativity is for stupid people. You don't need to have creativity. Look, just take a bullshit idea, have a very diverse cast of characters, Indian, black, Chinese, whatever have you. Have a couple gays and lesbians in there, maybe someone who's disabled, and you're going to have a solid film. You don't need to have plot. You don't need to have good characters. You don't need to have any of that. It doesn't matter. Just make sure it's diverse, and it will sell. So saith the corporate board and the DIE.
And here's the real bitch, right? Here's the real bitch. Okay, like look, there's plenty of really good like movies with people who are like what you would call diverse, right? Like, have you ever seen Life of Pi?
That was an okay film.
I loved it. I fucking loved that movie.
I read the
like
book.
The visuals on the movie were amazing. Like they were like the fucking artwork was just like I was just stuck at the screen, just lost. Like, bro, like that is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Right? It was amazing. The visuals were spectacular. Right? Fucking Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Right? You know what I mean? Like, yo, Asian, I'm all fucking Indian. You know what I mean? Great goddamn movie and shit. Fucking Slumdog Millionaire, great fucking movie and shit. Like all the Blade movies were amazing and shit, right? Like there are tons of these movies out here that are fucking great, right? But the problem is that like they don't want to have, you know what I mean, like proper, decent, good actors like making like decent fucking movies and shit. What they want to do is they want to have, you know what I mean, like strong female role models, like angry at at like the entire world, the system, and their dad, like fucking, you know what I mean, like be the front and center role models of the next generation. Like, for instance, they want a whole bunch of twinks, right, who don't like being, you know what I mean, like what they were born as, to be the leads in the movies coming up.
No, this is what I don't understand, right? It's like you can have like if you create an original character, you can create like an original black dude character, like what was that? He fought vampires with Ridley.
Blade.
Blade. That's a great character. Fucking love that character.
Yes.
You can have so many good characters if you just create a new character. Just create a new character, make them their own thing, and that's great. I wish that we didn't take old characters and update them into new characters that are now black chicks. Like, could we stop doing that? Is that possible at all?
To interrupt you for a little bit, I just had to say that's very racist of you. You can't just expect writers to actually do what they're supposed to, which is writing new characters or plots.
You're right. We cannot expect writers to make new things. They have to just copy old things and just
ruin them.
Just race mix.
That's like expecting a cashier to scan your food while you're at the till. Like, that's very reactionary of you. You should really check your privilege.
Way too much to ask. You're completely right. Yeah, you're totally
You want your waiter to serve you the wine, and you don't want to actually go up there.
Yeah.
Well,
have you ever considered like there's this thing, right? It's called a toaster. Right, and if you plug it into the wall,
oh boy, okay. So, I would like to, bring this show to an end.
Is made right in the bathroom.
I think that will be the end of this episode of the Promethean Tides. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening in. Hey, if you like what we're doing, remember to leave a like and a subscribe if you happen to somehow be listening to this on Tom Pinoid's show. Hey, look up the Promethean Tides. It
will be linked in the goddamn description.
We do some things.
I was linking shit.
We do things sometimes. Try to subscribe to us.
We do things.
If you're listening to me,
yeah, look, here's what I'm saying.
You're like Tom,
all right, like
subscribe to Tom. His link will be in the description as well.
Listen. If you think everybody's racist, the cure is, you know what I mean, toaster or bath toast. All right. I just want to say that is the cure for that. All right. Is bath toast.
It's very delicious.
Like you have to make toast in the bathroom.
It's
the best. There's nothing better.
If you don't want your toast, to be dry, if you like a moister toast, then perhaps consider that. Oh boy.
Listen, bro, like you want your toast to like be, you know what I mean, more bubbly. All right.
Bubbly,
just like
moist,
real shit.
Bubbly, moist.
Yeah.
Moist toast.
Yeah. No, it gives a good like salty like brine to it. And shit, you know what I mean?
Fucking Christ! All right. With that, everyone, peace out.